How are you? My name is Houston, and welcome back to another video. We did it, and by it, I mean we crushed our marathon PR. This is a Hollow Knight video. We are going to get into playing that, but I just wanted to start out this video by showing the reel that I made of me running the race and finishing and all that. Get over here and join me while I hit my marathon PR. I got my G1M, my Go Gels, my electrolytes, my Focus Fuel, and of course, my Vaporflies. Let's do it. All right, fourth marathon. Bryce, fifth marathon.
Just kidding.
How you feeling today?
Better than last year. It's not raining, so
It's great. We're gonna crush it. 3.5 miles in. How we
doing
feeling,
good.
Bryce?
Looking at some beautiful views. Cherry blossom season.
Cherry blossom season. Look at that, amazing. Honestly, I forgot to take a video every time I take a gel, but we're on mile 15 right now, on pace for a 3:30 or sub 3:30. A little over 22 miles, still on pace. Feeling pretty good. Well, I'm hurting, but I feel good. I feel positive.
Yeah, for the fair hand.
3:24, about a 20-minute PR and a sub 30. Yeah, I surprised myself, but I did it. So yeah, I was aiming for a sub 3:30 and I hit a 3:24. My previous PR was a 3:43, so that's nearly a 20-minute difference between those, which is unbelievable. But I mean, I'm still hyped about it. Like, I just can't stop thinking about it. And I know, and I'm very aware of the fact that the journey and the training is so much more than the destination, than the accomplishment. But goddamn, do those accomplishments feel good. Boom. Milltown Marathon finisher. It's made out of wood too, because, you know, it's a mill, a wood mill town. Makes you think. Before I just keep blabbing on and on about training and what I'm thinking about post-race and what's next, let's just get into the game so your brain can be stimulated watching me fall on spikes for like 20 minutes straight. So yeah, a 3:24. I did it, man. I still can't believe it. The amazing thing about it is that it's just a fantastic reminder of like the ability to just train and to achieve, obviously with physical things, right? But to train and achieve those things that you trained for. Like I said, I'm still pretty hyped on the fact that I did that. Not only getting my sub 3:30, but beating that by 6 minutes is pretty amazing. And you know what? Looking back at my last video now, it's pretty interesting how anxiety ridden I was about the whole entire thing. Even to the point where, you know, I was sitting on my floor for like an hour because I just didn't know what to do. And I just did not feel good at all about the whole entire situation. But to show up and still try my very best to perform and then come out with a result that obviously exceeded my expectations manyfold, that's the magic. That's the thing that keeps you coming back. You think of that moment every single time you go out to train from now on. I mean, I feel like a renewed sense of vitality has just infiltrated my body, infiltrated my life. I wrote a post kind of relating to this on Twitter. For most of my life, I never really thought that I would ever be somebody to really like accomplish anything that I would be this proud of. You know, I never really thought to myself like, oh, okay, I can be someone who is able to do things like this, things that are these monuments of achievement. I'm so lost right now. I literally just need to get to a fast travel. So yeah, I just never really felt that confidence before. When I signed up for my first marathon, I thought to myself, well, the average time is like, for a man, I believe it's like 4:20. And I thought to myself, I can probably train for that. I think that I can probably beat that. Yeah, I'll just try my best, basically. After doing it and getting a 3:47, I believe it was, for my first marathon, I thought that maybe I can get down further into the threes, but I honestly did not think that I would be able to get this close to like 3 hours. Because when I think about it now, I'm like, okay, well, I'm closer to 3 hours now than 4 hours. Again, it's just crazy to me. I have trouble just like even saying that and believing it when the words come out of my mouth. But you know, that's why you train. That's why you show up. That's why you do the things that are part of the journey. That's why you climb the mountain. I mean, yeah, you know, you want to climb the mountain so you can get to the top and see the view. But, and I know that I talk about the climb versus the summit quite a bit, but I think that even when you accomplish things like this, and I can feel my just like love for this accomplishment brimming, I still think that the most important thing is to figure out a way to curb that in order to keep finding the time and the energy to properly train so you can get an even better result in the end. And then you know, the cycle continues, right? You're like, well, I want a better result because I'm chasing a sub 3 hour now. Like it has to happen at this point, because if I can't shave that additional 24 minutes off, then I'll just be really disappointed in myself. I'm not going to say I'm not a runner or anything like that, or an athlete, but yeah, like to me, that seems like the logical next step, and something that now with my current time just seems so much more achievable. And it's interesting how you can have that perspective shift, because like I said, I was just never really confident. I never thought to myself that I could ever do anything even close to this. And an additional layer on top of this as well is the clarity that I think it can bring, because one of my favorite quotes, and I know that I've said it on this channel before, but it's from Seneca, and it's, "We treat the body rigorously so it is not disobedient to the mind." That lives in my head as a constant reminder. We have to sign up to do these difficult things. It's so good for our brains, and we have to push those limits. I think finding some sort of physical activity, whether it be running, whether it just be like straight up weightlifting, or maybe it's like taking a cold plunge every morning, finding that thing or those things that remind you that you kind of live in luxury. You know, if you live in a first world country, like you're better off than most of the world most days. And I'm not trying to make this into something that should make you feel bad for like having a house or something like that. That's stupid. You shouldn't feel bad for having a bed. Like you didn't choose where you grew up. You didn't choose where you were born. So none of that stuff should make you feel bad. But in light of that, I do think you should elect to have some sort of difficulty in your life. And it just so happens that a lot of physical challenges are the perfect candidates for those difficult things. And I think that it's that way probably because when it comes to the physical barriers, like, oh, I can't even run a mile, or I can't, you know, curl like 20-pound dumbbells or bench 135 pounds. When it comes to those things, it's really easy to see where your limits are, because you can tell, boom, right at that moment, right when you want to give up, the parasite in your mind is like, no, I can't go any further. But what happens if you do start to go further? And that is the great mystery. But it can be this incredible feeling, this undeniably amazing surge of vitality to your life. And the thing is that you can keep doing it. You can keep getting it over and over and over again. And you might think to yourself that, oh, well, where do I start? How do I find that thing? But that's the thing. You can't get caught up in the analysis paralysis. You can't try and figure out, you know, the perfect thing to get into, the perfect test, the perfect diet, the perfect anything. Because when you start to do that, you're never going to actually do it. So I don't know if you've seen Dune or not, but these guys, these Flying Sentry Lancer dudes, they sound like the Baron saying Raban when you like get close to them. Let's see if he'll do it. There it is. Raban. It's like the only area that I haven't really explored, so I'm trying to find out where to go. I feel like it's all hinging upon me needing a new ability. I definitely need double jump for some areas. There's one thing that I know oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. But there's one ability that I know for sure I need, and it's the ability to like get past those wavy black barriers. It's like there's one in the is it the Fog Canyon, I think? and it's like right to the left of Corn Pop, the map, dude. Okay, there's only one other place that I don't have a map for that I think I need to go to. And so like I can't go above King Station right there, but the crystal area is to the right, right here, to the right of this, the scary Hollow Knight mask guy. So I guess I just have to go there. But before I do that, I actually want to go over here and I want to do this route, this, what's it called? This whispering route. Because I need the upgrades. I need to give the woman my dream point things. And I love getting distracted and doing side things. One thing that kind of goes hand in hand with the analysis paralysis is that you want answers really quickly, or you want to achieve something really quickly. You want those things, but in reality, you're trying to wait for answers to show themselves to you. Unfortunately, by the very nature of trying things that you're unfamiliar with, you're not going to get answers right away. And it's very difficult to reconcile those facts because you're going into something, you're already scared because you're bad at it. Like with most things, you're going to be bad at them the first time you try them. So how are you going to feel when you finally get the courage to try that thing? And it's way more difficult than you thought it would be. And against all odds, all you want to do is give up. Yeah, it's probably not going to feel that good. I also got the quick slash. And I got the double dash, and I got the long nail. Dude, I'm going crazy with the upgrades. You have to have the courage to take those steps into the unknown. Like, you have to have the courage to say, oh, I'm bad at this thing. You have to have the courage to fail. Failure is so powerful. And it's through failure that we can truly find the success that we're actually looking for. It's way more interesting to explore your limits than it is to celebrate a bunch of achievements. While it is fun to celebrate achievements, trust me, I'm literally doing it right now. I know that the thing that's going to help me get more achievements is to continue to show up to train and continue to show up to do whatever it is I know that I need to do in order to get to those things. I mean, let's be honest, like with anything in life, the answer to all of it is just balance, right? And it's a super boring answer, but it's true. Also, the last thing I want to do is come off as like preachy or be like, oh, dude, look at all these things I've done. Like, look how much better I am than you. Because that's just the complete opposite of what I'm going for here. If anything, I want to be an example of somebody who, again, did not have any confidence in themselves to really like achieve much or be anybody that could say that they ever did anything that was as cool as, you know, the things that I've done. Cool to me, at least. So my apologies if I am coming off that way. At the end of the day, just know that really my goal is to just help any single person, even if it's just one person, to recognize the potential in themselves and to realize that they can be more. A lot of practice, really. You know, life is a never-ending, I don't want to say struggle, because I don't think it has to be this awful struggle against all things good. But life, I mean, dude, life is beautiful. And it can be just orders of magnitude even more beautiful when you really go out of your way to challenge yourself. With that being said, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you showing up to listen to me yap about my life and yap about just, I don't know, you know, the things that interest me. I really, really enjoy this, and I really love finding the time to make these videos and just be able to say the things that are on my mind and to have people listen to them. So yeah, I know we didn't get too far in our playthrough this time around, but just know that I'm rooting for you. Hope that you get out of that analysis paralysis. If you have it, just start. I know it sounds so simple, but that's all you really need. Don't wait for the answers. Just explore, experience, and I'll see you on the next one.